Welcome to Managerial Accounting, also called Cost Accounting. Each week I will post a brief video like this one to highlight the important issues to be studied that week. Please study the syllabus carefully. Note that your grade will be based on a point system. Each of the 8 lessons awards 100 points for a 10-question multiple-choice quiz. There are also discussion questions worth 50 points each week. Your grade is then based on 1,500 points possible, or a percentage thereof. The first lesson covers the prologue and chapter 1. The prologue defines managerial accounting and explains why it is important to the future careers of all business students. It also discusses the role of ethics in business and corporate social responsibility. Chapter 1 defines many of the cost terms that we will be using throughout the textbook. It explains that the term cost is used in many different ways depending on the immediate needs of management. Each chapter opens with a handy outline and a list of learning objectives. Be sure to look at these before you read the material. It helps you to keep organized in your thinking and to better put together all the ideas that are going to be presented. At the end of each chapter, you will find a brief summary. These are great for review prior to the quiz. Also, a glossary of important key terms. Remember that multiple choice test requires that you understand all of the words being used. That way you can easily locate the correct answer, which is always on the test. It's just mixed in with others that might be similar or slightly confusing. So the glossary is important. Key terms and questions, exercises, and problems also at the end, and some case studies. Here you will find the discussion questions for each lesson. As you read the chapters, you will also find some concept check questions embedded in the text. I will use these during the class lecture to check your understanding as we go along. You will also find PowerPoint lectures for each chapter in the syllabus. These are especially helpful when preparing for the chapter quiz. I may occasionally use them in class, but normally we leave that for you to use on your own. The written responses to the exercise and problems assigned in the discussion questions should be posted to the Moodle website by the end of the week. Be sure to include a text reference for each answer as required in the syllabus. Late work is accepted with a 10% penalty per week for overdue material. So that means even if you miss the first assignment or miss completing it for the entire term and turn it in on the last day, you'll still get a few points. You will find that the homework is equivalent to 2 weeks of work in a regular trimester class of 15 to 16 weeks. Be sure to allocate plenty of time to read the material and answer the exercises. Do not make the mistake of doing or trying to do all of the work at one long session. Break it up into 2 or 3 or 4 sessions for maximum efficiency. During class lectures, I will present the chapter material for the upcoming week in the first hour. During the second hour, we will work on applying the ideas to various activities. And in the last hour, I will assist with homework and answer questions individually. I look forward to spending time with you profitably on this class of the accounting classes that are offered at IIU. This is certainly the most interesting and useful. We will also, well, I lost my train of thought there. We'll also have a few interesting discussions, I hope, on some of the larger issues that emerge as we go through this chapter. I hope you have a great time, and I look forward to being with you next week. Keep in mind that the following week, Monday, is Labor Day, and so class will not be held at school, but you are responsible for lesson number 2 during that week. And I will, in lesson 3, during our lecture time, we'll cover those first 2 lessons and look at the homework. I should have them graded and into your possession by then, and you can ask questions about why is this or that not what you thought it was. Again, look forward to meeting you all, and we'll see you Monday night.